Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I'm your host, FD465.tv, bringing you a weekly segment of our Crypto Weekly Market Updates. As you can tell, my voice sounds funny. I've lost my voice, I caught a bug, and I'm recovering. So I'm coming to you today from my recovery chair. But I'm hoping by this time next week, things will have changed. I will have fully recovered. But nothing will stop us from bringing you guys your weekly dose of our weekly market updates. So before I proceed, guys, let's do some housekeeping first. So the information contained in this video is not financial advice. If you do require financial advice, you know what to do. Please approach someone who's trying to give you financial advice. And if you are from the UK, please know that this information and this video is not intended for UK audiences because the UK authorities do deem crypto assets to be an extremely risky asset class. Therefore, you should not be watching this video. And if you are from the rest of the world, welcome to our channel. Please consider subscribing to our channel. That said, let's jump into this week's update. So as Bitcoin continues its consolidation and the accumulation phase, the rest of the crypto market is feeling the pressure, so to speak, amid sizable retracement during the past week. With the latest retracements, we are currently looking at Ethereum in serious danger to test levels just below the 3K mark, which will mean the rest of the altcoins could dump heavily if that happens. But as with any forecast, in markets, it's all down to probabilities at the moment. It may not happen. Will Ethereum dump below the 3K? Maybe, maybe not. No one has a crystal ball. But if Bitcoin makes another attempt at the all-time high and finishes the job this time around, then maybe the altcoins could be released to perform their own magic. Anyway, in this latest installment of our weekly crypto markets update, we shall be covering the following subjects in no particular order. So we still have the spot Bitcoin ETF arena, who has been dumping more Bitcoin than Grayscale. And where is BlackRock's spot Bitcoin ETF holdings this time around? We will also share the status of all the spot Bitcoin ETFs, covering the inflows and gains and losses for the week. And in other news, Ripple is about to join the stablecoin space, and we will share our take on how the XRP token will be impacted, if at all. And following the much-awaited and trumpeted Wormhole token launch, that is the W token, was it a successful launch or a failure? As well as sharing with you what I did with my own W tokens. Did I sell all, some, or hold? Those in our free to join Patreon channel already know what happened, and we are all going to reveal it in this video. So if you want to have a head start on some of the information we share with you here on YouTube, head over to our free to join Patreon channel and subscribe. It's free to join currently, and there will be some content that is exclusive to our free members. And last but not least, we also share a selection of the best performers during this week's crypto markets updates. So let's start with who has been dumping among spot Bitcoin ETF providers, and would you believe it? Across 2 days, it cut wood with ARK Invest, and I think it happened between the 1st and 2nd of April, and ARK Invest actually shaded more Bitcoin than Grayscale. And that's no surprise because we know one of the parties to Grayscale shares under its previous scheme. I think they've exhausted their selling now. So are we about to see Grayscale actually making gains instead of losing or selling their Bitcoins? Let's wait and see. I know the numbers are not that big, but it's just weird that none of us thought that that could be a thing, that someone else could be selling or could be having a lot of outflows more than Grayscale. But now we know it is. Anything is possible in crypto. And as far as BlackRock is concerned, its assets under management is now very, very close to Grayscale's, and things are about to get very, very interesting. Grayscale's AUM is sitting at $21.61 billion, while BlackRock is now on $17.24 billion worth of assets under management. Fidelity is a distant third with $9.9 billion worth of assets under management, and there's a gap to the back where the rest are. As for the 3rd of April 2024, BlackRock now holds 257,319 BTC, with the rest of the field as follows. So Grayscale are now sitting at 328,012. Fidelity, 146,016. ARK Invest, 43,337. Bitwise, 31,761. Vanek, 8,739. Valkyrie, 7,731. Invesco Galaxy, 5,944. Franklin and Templeton, 4,843. Wisdom Tree, 1,144. MicroStrategy, on the other hand, now holds 214,246 BTC, making them the largest public listed company that is holding Bitcoin on its balance sheet. This guy, Michael Saylor, is going to look like a genius in a decade's time. I think you can also see it in the stars. We're moving on. The next news item is that of Ripple, the company behind XRP Ledger and a leader in enterprise blockchain solutions, that has now announced plans to launch a USD-pegged stablecoin this year in 2024. Ripple stablecoin will be available on both XRP Ledger and the Ethereum blockchain. Ripple's announcement comes at a time when the stablecoin market valuation is approximately $150 billion and is projected to reach $2.8 trillion by 2028. So you can understand why Ripple would want to join the party, so to speak. We know that Tether is literally printing money as a result of its leadership position within the stablecoin market, having made around $5 billion in revenues over 9 months. Give me one private company that is performing at that rate any day. And now for the much trumpeted launch from Wormhole. How did it go? For me, it was somehow lukewarm and it's kinda underperformed. Maybe because of the current state of the markets. The markets were dumping, everything was red. But I still believe it is early days yet, and the W token will perform well as time goes on. The token claim process itself was well planned and smooth and well executed, giving bots no opportunity to front run the general public because of the steps you needed to take to make the claim. It wasn't just a straight claim. I managed to claim through both my allocated wallets within the first 30 minutes of the token launch, and it was a seamless process. I also managed to sell approximately 60% of my W tokens at around $1.38 with the intention to re-enter at lower prices. At the time, I thought anything at $1 or below would be great value, but the question was whether we were going to drop to those levels. And my intention also was to make sure I increase my W token holdings by at least 40%. So what happened then? Well, over this weekend, the price fell to lower 90s. It was about 94, 95 cents. But when it started going up, I just went in between 97 to 98 cents. So I managed to increase my position by approximately 40%. And I'm quite happy with that. So that is another way of increasing your position. And that is another way of taking profits to increase your size. I could have invested the fund somewhere, but I think Wormhole is going to do very well. If you want to know more about Wormhole, I'll leave some links to some of the videos we've done on Wormhole and why we hold Wormhole in high esteem. What about you guys? What did you do with your W token allocations, if you were allocated any, that is? Where do you see Wormhole going price-wise? Finally, the best performers of the week. And this week's lineup is made up of some newcomers. So you got Core, which has gone up over the past 7 days by 127%. BitGet token, which has gone up by about 28%. You got Bitcoin Cash. Someone is still buying this. It's gone up by about 20% and is still running hot. Got Mantle, another Ethereum layer 2, it's gone up by 18%. And you got Flare, don't know the value of this. It's gone up by 14.3% over the past 7 days. Got Marker, MKR, a token I missed my entry points because my entry price because I thought it was going to come down during the bear market, but it didn't come down low enough. And during the past 7 days, it went up by about 10%. And finally, you got Toncoin, another red hot layer 1 that is gone up by just under 10%. And then you've got Bittensor, which has gone up by about 8% as well. So those are the top 100 top performing coins. There might be others that came after the time of recording, but those are the top performing coins over the past 7 days within the top 100. What do you guys think? Do you hold any of these? For me, looking at this, don't hold any of these. But the likes of Bittensor, Toncoin, Marker, Omeka, Mantle, and to an extent, BitGet token, I think they are decent holdings. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. Anyway, guys, I'm hoping by next week I'll be going to normal scheduling. Until the next video, I'm your host, FD for surpassing with this week's latest episode of our crypto markets update. Until the next video, bye for now.